So reports have came out that the UFC is working on putting Brian Ortega and Alexander Volkanovski, the featherweight title fight. They're working on doing that as having them as the coaches for the comeback return season of Team Ultimate Fighter. And I don't know if this is official yet, but reports have come out that the UFC is working on this, but I don't think it's official yet. But looks like that's probably what may possibly happen. And personally, I think that's a little bit unfortunate, especially for Max Holloway coming off of such a tremendous performance against Calvin Kattar, where, it seemed like he was probably waiting for the winner of this fight, which was supposed to have happened already. If, of course, COVID didn't happen for Alexander Volkanovski. But, that the winner was supposed to have been found out already. Max Holloway would probably be getting ready to fight the winner already. So if they're going to do an entire season of reality TV with these two before they fight, then there's no way Max will stay sidelined for that entire time, So I don't know if he will move up to 155 for just a fight, but I don't know. I don't think he wants to do that. I think he probably wants to focus on one weight at a time. If he wants to go to 55, he'll probably stay at 55 eventually. I think right now he wants to stay at 145. So really the only opponent that makes any sense at all besides the champion is, Zabit, because, even then, though, it's like he hasn't fought in a long time, but, he got a win over Kattar, obviously not nearly as dominant and spectacular. Kattar was coming on at the end of that fight, but Zabit is the number 3 ranked guy who hasn't fought Max, so you might as well do that. Zombie is coming off of a loss to Ortega, so it's hard to do that, and of course he's scheduled to fight Dan Ige. Yair is suspended, so I think the fight to make with Max would be Zabit, if they can't, if they do Team Ultimate Fighter with Ortega and Volkanovski, because I would hate to see Max Holloway sidelined for pretty much the entirety of this year, just because they decided to do that fight as the Ultimate Fighter coaches, which to me was also an interesting pick, because I feel like a lot of people think Max might be the best featherweight, especially with how his second fight with Volkanovski went. Not to take anything away from the champion, but, a lot of people thought Holloway won that fight. And if he did get the decision in that fight and had this performance with Calvin Kattar after that, we would be talking about him as, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world with the same performances that he already had, So it's hard to, when I saw this decision, I instinctively felt bad for Max Holloway, because it almost doesn't make sense for him to fight anyone else. And it's almost a safety hazard. Man, he just, destroyed the number 5 or 6 guy in the world. You cannot just put him in there with anybody, And like I said, I just went through Zabit, Yair, and Zombie. Zabit's the only one you can really do. And if you go any lower than that, Max, that's not safe, So I feel bad for Max Holloway, but, as far as the Team Ultimate Fighter goes, it's cool. They have to put someone as the coaches, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of that choice personally, just like I said, because I think a lot of people suspect Holloway to be the best featherweight, But, like I said, that's not to take anything away from the champion or even Brian Ortega, which, of course, his fight with Holloway didn't go well for him, but he has shown great improvement, and I know he is not scared of a rematch with Holloway. So I would love to see that rematch, actually, because I know Ortega wants it. Just I've seen some interviews of him, and I know that guy is tough, and he wants that rematch. So I would want to see that and want to see what he does differently. But to me, just based on his performances, Max Holloway is the best featherweight to me right now. So that's why it's interesting that they chose to do that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. You know, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you like the video, leave a like. Subscribe for more videos like this one. And thank you very much for watching.